Hello everybody, I am Julian Axon, the author of Fulfilling Your Dream, The Battle to Beat Cancer. It's a motivational book about my journey through 5 cancer diagnoses. Yes, I have been diagnosed with cancer 5 times over the past 15 years. And I can tell you, it's not like riding a bike or skating on ice. It doesn't get any easier the more times you do it. Over the years, I have found that the right attitude is the key success factor in dealing with beating cancer. One has to maintain a positive mindset and believe that you are going to find success. I am fortunate that positivity has always come naturally to me in all aspects of life. Some people struggle with it and have to be guided to find their positivity. For a number of years, I've been helping people find their positivity. I gain credibility because of my own success, which gives people a glimmer of hope. This hope can also come from medical professionals and how they address their patients. Over 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with glioblastoma multiforme, also known as GBM, a grade 4 brain cancer. My neurosurgeon told me the life expectancy statistics for people diagnosed with GBM. It was a possible 5 to 15 months to live. Wow, I may not see my next birthday. He also told me that only 3% of those diagnosed would go on to live for 5 years. That was all I needed to give me a glimmer of hope. 3% did go on to live for 5 years, and I was going to be one of those 3%. After a year, at a follow-up MRI and after undergoing standard of care treatment for that GBM, surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, a regrowth was then discovered. Again, I received the grim prognosis, but yet again, I had that same glimmer of hope of being in another 3%, especially after my neurosurgeon explained the positive procedure he would perform while removing my regrowth. He was to implant chemo wafers in my brain, in the hole where he removed my tumour from. The chemo on those wafers would kill any cancer that remained after surgery, and it did. For 9 years since then, I have had no evidence of disease, and that is with no further treatment. However, I do still have a hole in my brain where the tumours were removed from, but my fondly friendly Scottish buddies tell me and reassure me that not to worry, all Englishmen have holes in their brain. Who needs enemies when you've got Scotsmen for friends? But I love it when a plan comes together. Other sources of possibility can also come from the staff at our oncology clinics and from friends and family. At oncology clinics, one gets a comfortable feeling when staff come from behind the barrier formed at reception, and I refer in my book about a cancer diagnosis being like a wall coming down in front of you. If those receptionists come from behind their wall or their barrier and receive their patients by their first name rather than more formally from behind the barrier with "Hello, Mr. or Mrs." It makes quite a difference. Also, patients could be asked to wait in a bright and airy waiting area and told that they are number 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever in line. Frustrations grow when one sits and sees people come in after us and then go to see a doctor before us. There may be some logistical challenges in doing this, but I'm sure they they would not be insurmountable. It is an emotional time living with cancer, but most cancer patients are not seeking sympathy. They would very much appreciate understanding, though. That is especially where friends and family can make an impact in understanding that we have undergone some personality changes since our diagnosis. We have not deliberately changed, but emotions may bring out a different side of us. Thank you for listening, and I always welcome any suggestions for making positive changes to my approach to living with cancer. I wish you all well. God bless.